Welcome to EJ First Cars. Well, now the TR2 roof has been on it for a couple of months and been through several heat cycles and cold cycles. It's all sort of shrunk, stretched in, and need to adjust the cloth straps that set the height and the distance in the bows because it's a little slack and it's a little low right now. I think the webbing stretched a bit. So we're going to measure it up because it's also just a little crooked. So we'll straighten it out and get it a bit tighter, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's go take a look. So the first thing I want to do is look and see how this seam lines up with the metal tube underneath this. So you probably can't see that, but this side's a little lower. So I'll show you that. The only way I really found to measure these is to wedge the angle of the tape onto the top of the thing. And you'll see that's at 7/8 to the bottom of that seam. And when I go to this side, it's at 5/8. So that side's about a 1/4 inch lower. And to be honest, I like it better if that bow was centered on this seam. So I think this side needs to drop about a 1/4, so that will mean that side needs to drop about 3/4 of an inch. So that's where we'll start. When I measure in the center line of that screw, 1/4 inch is essentially the very edge of this holding plate. Let's get this holding plate off. I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. Slide this plate. Here's my first hole. Here's my second hole. Now I can see those now. Let's reinstall these screws. Because all we ever did on any of these was just push the all through. We didn't try to cut any of the threads. Those holes should pretty much close up with a bit of time. As I mentioned, they're pretty much underneath the edge of the clamp on this case anyway. And then we'll repeat the procedure here, but we'll move this one a 1/2 inch. The first dimension I gave you, I did my math wrong. It's 5/8 and 7/8, so that's only a 1/4 inch difference. So we moved that one a 1/4 inch, and that was the 0 mark, so to speak, to start. So this one's going to go a 1/2. You don't ever want to run those in tight. You just want to leave a bit of slack so you can move stuff around when you need to. So the next one is this center bow. And this is touching here right now. That makes it really difficult. This is the tightener to stretch the top in. So I really don't want this to touch that because it jams it in. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring this back about a 1/2 inch. And that's going to lift that front up about 1 inch. And that'd be good because it was too low before. So and you can see that the tightness is different. So this is going to be 1/2 inch tighter. That one will be 3/4, I think. And we'll also look at where the rack physically is, because it's not an exact science. So I'm going to do the same thing, move this back a 1/2. So move this back a 1/2, and there's just enough room to get my fingernail in there. So I think that's good for now. We'll see when we get the roof back on. So the measurement between the center line of that screw and that screw is 8 5/8. So that's where we're going to set this distance at. Just to note, these two plates are not parallel. I'm exaggerating, but they're like this. So I've got my measurement like I took over there. And then over here, I'm just going to get that so that it's evenly snug. So that's snug, that's snug. And I got a gap here. Now this gap is not as big as that gap, but I think all the measurements on the tarp is the same. So, you know, this is a 71-year-old roof rack of mild steel tubing. So there it is, trimmed up, top and bottom. This is another place where my tiny Swiss Army knife scissors were really convenient to try to get into a tight spot. Now you can see now how this has got a nice little bit of tension in it, and that's all sitting square across there. This was a centering mark from putting the HUD on. This wipes off. So that would be this roof complete. But one thing I don't like about the TR2 roof is this flap just floats. So in a TR4, they have this hook. So I bought a set of TR4 hooks, and I made this little catch for it, and it just goes onto the roof there, and it just snaps on. So you just put the roof up and then just put that over and catch it on that metal hook on the inside here. And then that just holds it, keeps it from flapping around quite so much. I mean, it was designed to overlap this, and this is where the side curtains will touch it, so that shouldn't be in the way. So pretty simple. I just fabricated this little piece of stainless steel sheet, bent the hook onto it, and like I say, I bought these from Moss. They're not very expensive, a couple bucks a piece. And then these rivet things or something I just had laying around. Here's the one on the other side. You see how that sort of keeps that in place. Hope you enjoyed all that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, join, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.